What's up, guys? Anklespankin here, and today we are playing as more Kindred on the PBE. And this is not going to be just your standard Kindred game. We are not jungling, lo and behold. We are actually playing Kindred top lane. So, we do actually get to run the Shadowfire Kindred skin. Fucking awesome looking skin that I'm seeing right now. So I'm very excited to use it. I have not had a chance to use it yet, but I decided that I would try her top lane because I'll be honest with you guys, 100%. After playing 3 games of Kindred so far, I love this champion. I think she has her very clear strengths, her very clear weaknesses, and I think she is so fucking fun. I can't help it, and I really want to see if I can either figure out what lane she does work in, so I can take her jungle, I can maybe take her top, mid, or even AD carry, we'll see. Or I can learn how to make her work in these roles, so I can just play her in all these roles. Because the champion's simply just too fun to me. But anyways, Shadowfire Kindred, we are going to do the emotes real fast just for fun. It looks like the same ones, except on Shadowfire it's a golden apple, it seems. And Wolf looks rad as hell on this skin. So we'll go ahead and check out the taunt real fast. Wait. Oh my god, Wolf looks so cool.
They are called tears.
Alright, here's the dance. Same dance as usual. Just going to be a different skin. I actually really like this skin a lot. And then, of course, the laugh for you guys. I actually really like Kindred's laugh. But let's see. We may be against another Kindred up here. It looks like we are. Let's go ahead and mark the enemy Kindred just to get that set up, and we'll see how it goes. She is running heal where we are running ignite. I thought about running teleport, but I decided that running ignite would be more fun. So we are doing that up here, and so far, of course, we are going to just CS it up a little bit, use our abilities, try and beat her up. It looks like she started with her E. What the heck? Alright, so she's gonna lose that trade horribly, and that is not good for her. So, already establishing a foothold in this lane, and we will be getting to level 2 first. Let's go ahead and level up Wolf, and let's jump at her a little bit, drop some more damage off on her. Look at this, and we are just going to be applying the pressure very hard right off the bat. Now, I want to see if there's something I can do here, because Wolf has a very large range. If I can get in range of having Wolf in, having her in Wolf's territory, I can just wreck her just through sitting here. So I'm gonna leave Wolf up, and if she wants to come get the CS, she gotta come to Wolf's house. So let's go ahead and just chill here with the minions. And it looks like the Elise jungle is on the enemy team, so we do need to watch out for early game ganks. How the heck did that not get that minion? Whatever. But we are going to keep it pushed in. Let's go ward real fast, and we'll see how this goes. So 13 to 8 CS so far. She might be able to catch up. No, she's not going to be able on this wave, because the tower is killing all of the minions perfectly. So good job, good job, tower, and we are ahead. As far as this lane goes, she has already used her potion. She is behind on CS. I'm not going to make the wave push because it's actually pushing towards me at the moment, and we want that. Because since I am ahead, I can shit on her right now. So the reason we can do that is because I can actually force basically an unfavorable trade at this point, and I can still come out on top of it because I will have my potion. I can force fights at this point, after I'm level 4, of course, because I have Ignite where she has heal, and if I just use my Ignite before she uses her heal, I will drastically reduce her healing, of course. So, another couple things to keep in mind about Kindred top. Of course, Kindred, even though she's not the most susceptible to ganks, she's still pretty susceptible to getting ganked, okay? Like, there's no real hiding it. It's just bound to happen with a champion like this. That honestly, even though she doesn't have low mobility per se, it is not the highest. Definitely not the highest mobility of a champion in League of Legends, but it is still relatively good, especially inside Wolf's Frenzy. So let's go ahead and just do some good damage here. We have Master Yi coming in. This is gonna be definitely, maybe, oh, first blood going down. The super slow animation of Wolf flying through the air will take her life. So Kindred giving me a mark right there, actually, because we had her hunted even. Will be getting that kill. First blood going down. Using my flash because I thought I was going to have to flash Q to get in range. Did not see my Wolf flying through the air, and that's another thing that you have to remember. Wolf, on that third auto attack of your Mounting Dread, your E is a very, very slow animation. Very, very slow. So it has thrown me off once or twice before, and is bound to happen, but that is okay. We do still have our Ignite, so we can actually just keep on pressuring this, really. Now, she is going to come back with more items than we will, but we will have more experience and gold on her, so we may be able to do this still. And I wonder if Elise is like AFK or something. I haven't seen her in a while, because usually an Elise has definitely ganked by this point in the game. So that's a little odd to me, but let's go ahead and pick up our ultimate. We are level 6 now, and I can... Actually, I'm not going to go back just yet. I will be going back soon, but not just yet. So let's go ahead and drop the Mounting Dread on her. Drop Wolf's Territory here. Drop another Q. Look at this damage coming out. Look at that. So just keep on laying down the pain. There we go. And that should be quite a good exchange for us because she's very low now. She is going to bust her potions, and she is low under that tower. I could try and dive her, but I don't think that would be a wise choice for me. So anyways, I'm just going to go get my Bilgewater Cutlass because I don't need to use my potions, so I won't. I will just grab... actually, I'm not even going to grab another health potion because I don't need to. And let's go ahead and see if we can maybe... Okay, so I haven't checked if my mark has been moving. That would be a good way to determine if the jungler is there or not. Because usually, Elise is a very strong early game jungler. Like, the fact that she hasn't been ganking is really weird to me. And never mind, she is here. Maybe she just got back, though, because she is level 2. So welcome back, Elise. I hope you have enjoyed your time AFK. But it's time to get this show on the road. We got shit to do, hombre. So let's see. We do still have our Ignite. I think the enemy... Kindred still has her heal, but it shouldn't matter too much. So I'm just going to keep this wave right here. A little lag there does happen. Let's go ahead and drop a little pain off on her. Not going to be that much pain. But one thing to note is that, like I was saying, Kindred very, very good against melee champions. Due to the fact that even like if you just keep moving around, she has such great sustain from her passive of her W that you can heal up through like fucking anything, especially with a little lifesteal. So just like Yasuo, you want to make sure you're always moving. That is beyond important. Like if you are always moving, you will sustain very hard, and that's why I think she'll also work in mid lane super well too. The only issue about playing her bot lane is that you can't roam as well to get your marked targets from Wolf, from your passive. So, it's a little iffy, but as you can see, my Scuttle Crab right here just got marked, so I'm actually going to run down and do that because it'll give me another mark on my passive, which is huge. So let's go ahead and just do this. I'm not afraid of what's-her-face doing anything. Let's get Wolf out here so I can get this a little faster and use our Q more frequently. So that will be that going down for me. A mark going into my pocket, putting me at 2 marks now. I mean, every auto attack, just 2.5% of my target's current health, which it doesn't sound like a ton, but that could mean the difference between like winning a trade or losing it. And look at that damage right there alone. Now I need to get out of Wolf's territory though, because the enemy Wolf is gonna fuck me up. Anyways, winning that trade just like that, going to go back to just auto attacking with my Bilgewater, and we will be good. So let's go ahead and just see here. The issue with diving Kindred though is obviously I'm not gonna be able to. If she has mana to ult, so I'm not going to be able to just like dive her and kill her. I'll be able to bust the ultimate, but I don't know if I can bust out a kill. So let's go ahead and just see that. She is dropping Wolf's territory. That's a good zoning technique, because even though it's not like super horrifying, it's still a very, very strong area for me to try and be in. But let's go ahead and just drop this. That'll be the Ignite, and there goes her heal. But will not be getting that last auto attack off. I could have maybe queued again, but it did not look like it was in the books. So let's see here. I am just going to take this whole wave with me. No real reason not to. Plus it's interrupting her back even more. So we'll go ahead and just tank this wave out. With our lifesteal, it shouldn't be an issue as long as we keep moving around. So that will be this whole wave going down, denying this enemy Kindred of so much money and experience right now. This is really good for us. So She did use her heal, and that is good for us to know. Her heal will be up about the same time my Ignite will, because that's, well, how the Summoner spell cooldowns work, because they are very similar. Let's go ahead and see here. So I'm going to back off right here before the tower starts shooting me. And I am maxing my Q first, because I believe it is the best ability to max. And I like to max my E second, because I believe it's the second best ability to max. W is still good, but most of its damage comes from your damage as opposed to leveling it up, where E, even though it doesn't really level up the damage a whole lot, it still actually really helps it due to the fact that it reduces the cooldown by so much. So let's see, she probably got her Bilge Water, she did. Now, this is the weird thing about Kindred that I've been noticing. As you can see, she actually technically has more items than I do right now. On top of items, she has potions. Now, usually you would look at this and think to yourself, there's no way I can win a fight. But look at this, okay? Do you see this? So neither of us can die in this field. So let's go ahead and just see. Whamp, whamp, whamp. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but think about it. I just beat her when I was the low one. When I was the one that didn't have mana. When I was the one that seemed to be at the disadvantage. But consider the circumstances. I have 2 stacks of my passive, and that is the whole difference. And good thing that Ari Charm didn't hit me. But because I had 2 stacks of my passive there, I was able to do 2.5% of her health every single time I hit her. And that is huge. Like, as you can just now see, that just paid off. That is huge. I used her ultimate to my advantage, knowing that I wouldn't die in it. And I knew that it would heal me, I knew that it would bring me back to a higher amount of health, and I knew that would be really good for me. So, all in all, I was able to fight that no problem. Let's go ahead and remark this Kindred, actually. Because if I have her marked and I'm able to get more kills off on her, there's no reason that wouldn't be beneficial for me. But let's go ahead and drop that pink ward in there. She does not know I have a pink ward in that bush, so that's good to know. Another thing I also learned about this champion from last time we played her is the fact that, what is she doing? She's lost her goddamn marbles. Let's go ahead and drop this. That's going to be a kill. She just jumped the wrong way. Don't know what she was doing. And that will definitely be another kill up here. And I'm going to take down this tower for sure. Let's go ahead and see if I can let it kill the minions a little bit. And my name in lights. No, it's not. Damn it. Alright, that's okay though. So, going to have a little lag spike there. Whatever. 3 stacks on the passive now. And so far, so good. Now, there are, as I was saying, Kindred does have some very clear strengths and weaknesses. Her strengths are definitely dueling. There is no doubt about that in my mind. Kindred is an amazing duelist. Well, let's go ahead and just jump on her here, going to do some big damage. There goes her ultimate, and that will be the end of that. So Wolf going to definitely instill some fear inside her. And I'm going to walk down here and grab this mark real fast, because if Elise isn't doing it... Whoa, what in the hell? I'm going to drop my ultimate here and just see if I can do some good damage. And let's see it. Boop. And I'm going to flash over this wall, get myself out of there, and that will be putting me on the rampage. And now I can get this mark. Maybe. Oh, shit. Ari doesn't have her ultimate, but she ain't going to do shit to me. So, boop, get that. Maybe. Ah, I didn't get it. So, no, please, please. Oh. Scuttle Crab was my mark. I don't know if anyone else can see that, but when Scuttle Crab is my mark, Scuttle was my mark. I don't know if anyone else can see that, so I don't know if they know when they steal it. Like, obviously it wasn't a super intentional thing or anything like that, so it's nothing to sit here and be like, well, fuck you! But it's kind of like, oh man. But anyways, let's go ahead and go back here. We can get another big item. I think I'm just going to grab Berserker Greaves. And I don't know what I want to get from here. I might try a Shiv. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll try the Shiv just for fun. We'll try getting more attack speed. We'll see how it goes. See if I can build her kind of as an AD carry top laner. The other idea that I was thinking was if you're playing her top laner, generally when you have a top laner, you think of things like tanks or bruisers or these big people that can initiate a fight. So you'd want someone who's a little tankier, right? So I was thinking, what if... Now, you know, humor me for a second on this idea. What if I start running something like Black Cleaver? Let's go ahead and see if we can get her here. Maybe this could be some good damage going off on her. Ba-boom! Big burst coming out there, and come on. Yeah, picking up the Blade of the Ruined King kill. We'll pick up another stack on my mark. I don't know where that enemy Kindred went, but she is not going to be living anymore. So let's go ahead and ping him away, because I do not need the red. I appreciate it, but I don't need it. So, we'll see if we can steal this Grunkalunk from her. What are you doing? You bitch. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. Fuck! Can you not jump that one? Alright, that sucks. So, let's see. I know I'm not gonna be able to kill her because she will have her ultimate. Or at least I'm assuming she'll have her ultimate. So, she was actually doing the right thing there, stopping me from taking the Gromp. Because you can see, actually, on the map as the enemy, what targets are marked for the enemy Kindred. So if I have mine marked, let's go ahead and get her in Wolf's territory here real fast. And as you can see, just that much damage, like, even though she had 2 stacks of her Mounting Dread on me, she was still terrified to go in like that. And let's see, wham. So big damage coming out right there. Not going to be afraid, though. I do have my ultimate. Wait, I do have Ari here, too. And let's go ahead and see this. I'm going to drop the ultimate right now. See if I can get them pretty low. Drop the Ignite on her. And boop, that's going to be 1 kill. And maybe... Come on, no! I'm not going to get it. We'll get 1 kill, though. So, able to still take out Ari, get a Zeal. Not going to live, though, because Mounting Dread will shit on me as it flies through the air and takes my head off. Clean off my body. So 6-1 and 1 now. How many stacks do we have? 4? So 5% of the current health as extra damage, plus my Blade of the Ruined King. So I'm doing 13% of current health and bonus damage every hit. Now, there is one thing about Kindred that I believe is truly and 100% without a doubt imbalanced, and that is her ability to do Baron, or any objective for that matter. The fact that the passive damage, oh shit, looks like the Master Yi going to jump over the freaking high tide from Nami, but he's getting a little low, and Nami's just gonna say, nah son, get the fuck out of my face. But anyways, as I was saying, Kindred here does not have a cap on the neutral monsters at the moment for her damage. Now that's important because after you get some attack speed and a Devourer, as you guys saw in my jungle video, I don't know if I had a good opportunity to do Baron in that video, but in the next game I'd actually played it. It took me less than 6 seconds with only one other teammate to do Baron when I had Devourer. Sated Devourer, of course, but it took me like 6 to 7 seconds when it was me and a Bard attacking Baron. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that seems something seems a little off there, because that's just slightly too fast for a Baron, especially a solo Baron at that. But let's see, it looks like Gromp is my mark, so I will grab this real fast. Should be easy pickings. Let's go ahead and drop Wolf just to help me get it a little faster. And there we go, another mark going down. By the way, there is actually a cap for the amount of marks you can get from your jungle, or from the jungle, by the way, too. Something else I learned when I was playing this champion, and reading more about her and whatnot, learning more about her. You can only get up to 6 stacks from the jungle. Now, uh-oh. Alright, let's see if I can do this here. I know I have Kindred coming around. Alright, well she's not... No balls! Enemy Kindred has no balls! But let's see here. So she is still my mark, so if I get another kill off on her right now, I can get another mark. But anyways, like I said, you can only get up to 6 stacks off of the enemy jungle camps. Other than that, you have to be getting kills on champions. That CS, dude. I feel like I've been missing so much CS, but I'm still not doing bad. So Elise is the only one missing, and alright, she's not missing anymore, so I'm actually going to be able to get this tower for, well, basically for free. I might have to tank some damage here. Yeah, I'm going to have to tank a little bit, but that's okay. So we'll go ahead and get that. Picking up that tower kill. I can get my Shiv now. Looks like there is a Scrying Orb coming out, and let's go ahead and just do this. Drop some damage here, and whoop! Look at that. Look at that, dude. Look at that damage. 4 of them coming in, and I forced 2 of them to run away from me even. So, let's get in that tower. It looks like the cocoon coming out, and if I'm able to get in there, this could be good. So let's go ahead and see. Maybe a tower has gone down. All right, I'm going to go ahead and drop the wolf right here. Whoop! That's going to be some good damage. And let's go ahead and sit inside her field, because I don't give a hoot, son. Drop my own field. And she is going to dash out of it. And let's go ahead and just see. Whoop! That's going to be one kill. Dropping the wolf field. Come on. Wait. Wait. No. No! Damn it. Not going to be picking up the double kill there. But Ahri will get a quadra kill coming in for the Ahri, because they just went so ham for me, and it did not pay off for them. Good lord. Alright, well that will be good for us. Let's actually do this. Let's go for the Black Cleaver this game. I have my Shiv. Actually, fuck it. I don't want to do that. Yes, I do. Let's go for the Black Cleaver this game. I've changed my mind again and again, because this will actually give us 20% CDR, some good armor pen, which will really, really stack well with our passive, due to the fact that it does physical damage as the bonus damage. So that is good to know. Very, very important to note, actually. And then it'll also give us, like I said, the CDR, the Rage active, which will really help with our mobility. And the cooldown reduction, I've mentioned this like 40 times. Now, one thing I wanted to let you guys know. Cooldown reduction does not affect this ability when you have Wolf's Frenzy up. That ability's cooldown will always be 2 seconds when you have Wolf's Frenzy up. And for the simple reason that it gets capped there, not moved to a 2-second cooldown, it just drops it to 2 seconds left. So your cooldown reduction only affects these other 3 abilities, but it's still very powerful to have. Because it does increase the uptime of your W, and it's looking like we could be in a finicky situation here. So let's go ahead and drop the wolf. Never mind, they're the ones in the finicky situation. Wolf is fighting them out, and let's see, this could be another kill right there. Maybe, oh god, oh no, she exhausted me. Come on, no! Alright, Ahri gonna come in. That's gonna be 2 kills for Ahri right there. And that will be the end of that. So, more money coming in. Wait, what the heck? Do I actually have that much money? Do I? No way. No way. No way. Do I? I do. Full Black Cleaver coming out. And it's looking like 7, 3, and 8 so far. And that will be another kill going down the Caitlyn. Vayne and Ahri just diving it. Will be killing her so easily. Now, I think, even though a mirror matchup is hard to really be a great determining factor, just from everything I've been saying and thinking out loud with, I think you guys can agree that Kindred does work as a top laner. Now, the only things I can still really say to consider as far as advice goes, or to think about, like things to consider, for sure, try and have a tankier member on your team if you're going to be running Kindred top. Try and have a tank jungler. Try and have a tanky support. Try and have a tank jungler with hard CC. Because that is beyond important. So, looks like there's a couple of them there. I'm just going to ward this. See if I can run over here. I don't know what walls exactly I can jump over. So let's actually go ahead and just mount the Dread on her. Shaboink. And she is definitely going to go down here. So thanks for the red, brah. Wait. Hey, there it is. Mounting Dread will pick up that kill. We'll get this red buff as well. And that will be the end of that. So I'll also grab this mark. And one thing, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but when you're changing your marks, the reason I'm not actively swapping my marks all the time is because it does have an 8-second activation time when you switch marks. So if you mark someone, then kill them immediately, it will not give you the mark. It, like I said, takes about 8 seconds to activate. So, good to know. But let's go ahead and see here. It looks like Ahri is going down, but we do have Vayne and I split pushing down here. Maybe, wait, they already got this tower too, so I guess we won't be getting that tower. So let's see, with the Black Cleaver, we are at 2200 health so far. Doing pretty damn well for ourselves. I'm actually going to tag this Nami because she looks really squishy. So let's see, that is enough to instill some fear inside her heart. And let's see, drop the Mounting Dread here. Drop the W, that's going to be the high tide coming out. And maybe, come on, alright. Maybe fight us. Fight me. Fight me. Whoop, not going to get charmed by that. And let's go ahead and drop the ultimate right here. This could be good, this could be bad. And it's going to be bad. There's too much damage there. Vayne! And Xander's gonna get cocooned. And that'll be the end of that. I'm tilted. Goes in for the super multi-kill. Will just get denied. So, let's see here. Are they building a lot of armor? It looks like Elise is the only one really building any armor at all, so I don't need to go for a Last Whisper yet. No reason to. So I'm just going to go for an Infinity Edge instead to try and boost up my damage some. Another viable option would maybe be a Frozen Mallet. This is something else I was really considering, which also builds out of a pickaxe. So I'm still thinking about it. We'll see and we'll decide soon. Because the more I sit here and think about it, I know this video is less as far as entertainment goes, and it's more me expunging all of my thoughts about this champion and what could and couldn't work. I think Frozen Mallet might actually be good because, like I was saying earlier, with her little, I hesitate on saying lack of mobility because with her Q, it's a lot of mobility. But outside of the, the active part of her W, she just has her movement basically. Like, there's nothing else. You just have your right-click movement, and it can be a struggle. But Frozen Mallet, on top of a Black Cleaver, will make it so you're slowing your enemies as well as speeding up yourself. So, very useful stuff there. Let's go ahead and drop the Mounting Dread. She will probably just jump over to the blue. Let's see here. Maybe dropping the Wolf Spirit. That's going to be her ultimate. And whoop! Go ahead and drop some stuff here. Oh, you just messed up, and let's see. Oh, shit, maybe I messed up. Dropping my own ultimate here, and let's see it. Whoop, whoop. And maybe, yeah, got it. And maybe, come on. Yes. It's not going to kill her. There's no way. Wait. No, you sack of shit. God damn it, Morgana, you let her bork you. All right, not you. Morgana's not the sack of shit. The Kindred's the sack of shit because she used her Blade and King active. So, going to lose that. Looks like our Master Yi is trying to chop up their base, though. Will not be doing it. So let's see. We have 8 stacks right now. 9, 5, and 8. We are dying a lot because we're making cocky plays instead of team fighting like we really should be. We should just group and get Baron. Because there's really no reason for us not to do that right now. It's actually kind of dumb that we're not. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Fury Boots. I'm going to swap this to a Scrying Orb, actually, because I feel much safer with an upgraded Scrying Orb than any other trinket as an 80 carry. So let's see. I did get the mark, though, for killing Nami. That was good. Now let's see. Who else do I want to kill? I'm going to mark Elise next. Come here, girl. Ooh, yeah. Now let's grab this red buff real fast for ourselves. We'll be able to help with our kiting, help with our mobility. So, like I was saying earlier, I'm hopefully going to show you guys just how fast Kindred does Baron. If you see how quickly I'm doing the red just with not really that much alone, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, let's see. So, the enemy Kindred has done a pretty good job of just coming back. With Master Yi and I here, we can probably just do it. Even though it sounds weird, we can actually just do this. So I'm just going to start it, see if they'll follow up, and look at this. Look at that damage. Look at that. We just snuck it with, like, nothing. Just because I knew the speed at which we could do it. So come here. Oh, she's not going to be doing that. But it looks like Caitlyn will be going down. Maybe I can find someone right here? Come around the corner. Damn it. But we will just... Did you guys see that? Did you blink? Did you blink and miss it? Because that's basically what would happen. But let's see here. So this inhibitor is going to go down. And no one's going to even attempt to defend it. Okay. Okay. I like their strategy. We do have Ari not here yet, though. And Ari is a very strong point of our team. She's massive. So let's go ahead and just make sure we don't get charmed. So that's pretty important. And if you guys don't necessarily understand how her Q works, by the way, think of a Vein Tumble that can kind of go over terrains. And there you go. That's like her entire Q. And that Q happens to also shoot bolts out at things whenever you use it. So, you got that going for you. Let's go ahead and just do some damage to here, though. Maybe I can piss them off some. Whoa, it's looking like maybe. Alright, I'm going to drop Wolf's Territory right here. And so they know they're in my zone. Wait, team. Wait, there's one thing I want to find out. If I pop my ultimate, can I run under the tower? Alright. Oh, no, you can't. Alright, I tried to see if we could do it on Master Yi first. You cannot do it. He just got murdered in cold blood under that tower. So the ultimate does not save you under super towers. Good to know. But that will be the victory. Another Kindred game coming out for you guys. Learning so much about this champion as we go on. Probably, I'm going to go with an A+. S-. S-, I'll take it. Probably pretty high up there on damage. Definitely high up there on damage. Good lord. So, definitely still working with builds. If you guys have ideas for builds, let me know because I am curious. I've been hearing so many different things from every angle of this discussion, and I'm very interested in trying as many as I can. But this was Kindred top. Sadly, we went against another Kindred, so it wasn't as accurate as I wanted it to be, but still, I hope you guys can understand the viability, especially against the current meta of melee tank top laners, where she can just poke them, sustain up, kite them out, and shit on them. But anyways, if you guys did still enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a like and a favorite. It really does help me out. If you want to, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. All things will be in the description below this video. And as always, I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace!